Hello guys, good afternoon. Myself Harun Williams. Today I'm here with Edway Education Consulting, an amazing consulting service I would say. A lot of students have been benefited through their services till far, and they've been working with a lot of countries helping students to study abroad. Today we'll be looking into a few major countries, that is going to be UK, Canada and US. We're going to be discussing about the timeline as to how long is it going to take for one to start their process, admission process, until they land in the country. And also we're going to be talking about other aspects about your conditional offer and postgraduate study permit, postgraduate diplomas and your master's program that you could do. We will wait for a few more people to join us, and then we will continue. So just to give you guys a heads up, Edway Consulting Services in JP Nagar. You can Google, and the address is available on the Facebook page as well. And you can reach out to them anytime you guys want through your Facebook chat or WhatsApp, and they prompt in their rewards. So you will definitely hear back within few minutes. So just keep posting if you have any questions. They would be definitely be able to get back to you guys. Sure. I'll keep repeating the same thing. And they scroll itself, they'll be able to see. I'll show you on my page. Be able to see myself.
ಸೊ ಒಂದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಕಳಿಸಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಲೈವ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಅಂತ. ಹೌದಾ? ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ಪಲ್ಲೂ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರಾ? ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್
Two viewers.
One will be her only.
Okay.
My brother also to join. I think couple of times we do this kind of things automatically, people will start seeing it. No? The first time we're doing it actually. So there are three people.
No, one was me.
You, one is me, and then the other one I don't know who it is.
Okay, we have four now.
Four, okay, somebody else joined. Okay.
Hello guys, we are going on live with Edway Consulting today. We'll wait for a few more people to join us. We're going to be discussing about study abroad, about the timeline that we need to look into right from the day you would start your application process until you land in the respective country that you of your interest. And we all will also be looking into a few other aspects like what does a conditional offer means? Is it a good to get a conditional offer? And also about your other things in terms of settling down in the respective countries that you're looking for as a priority. So today we will also be looking into three major countries that we're going to be talking about, that is UK, US and Canada. Edward Consulting is also looking into other countries. They would be able to help you with other options. They give a tremendous service, but there has been a lot of positive feedback that students give us. So do reach out to us if you have any question. If you're not able to stay with us throughout the live session, you can always reach us out on the text, either it is through WhatsApp or Messenger, or you can even directly call us. The office is in JP Nagar. You can also come down. You can just call us and check if we are available. You can come down directly to the office, and of course, with all the safety precautions. Your safety is our priority. We'll make sure that you're safe. We'll keep the social distancing practice and make sure all of us are safe and also help you with the best. Hi guys, we are coming on live from Edway Education Consulting Office. Today we're going to be focusing on three countries, that is US, UK and Canada. We're going to be focusing on a few aspects, starting from the timeline as to when you start your application until you land in the respective country of your interest. And along with that, we are also going to be looking into the kind of offer letters or letter of acceptance that you're going to be getting from the institution. What are the benefits, how that will help you move forward in your processes. And we'll also be talking about PG diploma as your options apart from masters of education that you're looking for. So these are the things that we're going to be focusing on. Stay tuned. We're going to wait for a few more people to join us, and then we will continue today's session. Thanks for joining, and thanks for your patience. Also, Edway Consulting is in JP Nagar. They offer excellent service to the students. Please reach out to us if you have any questions or any concerns. You can just ping us on WhatsApp or Facebook, or even just drop down to our office if you want. We are available. Of course, your safety is our priority. Do call us if you have any concerns, but if it is extremely important that you want to speak to us in person, then you can always welcome. We definitely have all the safety precautions for you guys. We would definitely make sure that there is enough social distancing practiced and all the precautions have been taken. But otherwise, you can definitely reach us out on through a call or a WhatsApp message, or even through Facebook Messenger. We'll be more than happy to help you guys out. We're going to wait for a couple of more minutes until we have a few more viewers joining us, so that we don't have to repeat what we will be discussing today. Meanwhile, if you have any question, please do drop us on the chat, and we can start addressing them right away. Hello guys, good afternoon. Myself Varun Williams. I'm here today with Edway Education Consulting, which is located in JP Nagar, Bengaluru. We are going to be discussing about study in abroad, especially US, UK, and Canada. Of course, Edway Education Consulting is also focusing on other countries where they will be able to help you out with your study options, priority, and interest of your destination. So stay tuned. We are going to wait for a couple of minutes for people to join us. I'm just going to give you a snippet of what are the things that we will be discussing about today. Firstly, we will look into the costing of how much does it going to cost you yearly in terms of tuition fee, starting from the cheapest, of course, which is affordable. And we will also be talking about the timeline, the process, right from the day you start your application process until the day you land in the country. How long does it going to take, and so how you're going to be prepared accordingly. And we'll also be talking about the kind of offer letters or letter of acceptance that you would be receiving from the institutions, and what are the benefits of them. And finally, we'll also be focusing on the PG aspect, the postgraduate work permit, postgraduate diploma that you would be securing while you're doing your higher studies. These are the few things that we're going to be focusing on. So thank you so much for joining us. We're going to wait for a couple of more minutes before we start the session. Hello, Mr. Jay Krishna. This is purely going to be study abroad for today. So we will not be discussing about PR or jobs. So for now, we will talk about study abroad. Of course, what are the prospects once you study? What are the options that you have? As a student, how you can apply for PR. Of course, we would be able to help you out with those options, and how you would secure a job. So we will discuss on that aspect, but not purely a PR or a job related discussion that we're going to be having. You're most welcome. Meanwhile, I just would like to emphasize again about the location of Edway Education Consulting. Um, we are in JP Nagar. You can drop at our office anytime you want. We work throughout the week, and if you guys have any questions, you can always reach them out on social media, WhatsApp, or anything that you would like to, convenient for you guys. Otherwise, you can just give them a call. They would be more than happy to make the arrangements for your meetings. Of course, your safety is a priority for us. We will make sure all the precautions have been taken before you come to the office, so you need not have to worry. It's a quite big space, so we will make sure that the social distance is maintained and all the precautionary measures have been taken. Okay, so without further delay, let's go into today's session. So as I mentioned earlier, today we're going to be discussing about UK, US and Canada study abroad options. Three aspects is what we're going to be covering in this session. And this is going to be a recurring session we would have every week. Hopefully every Friday we will stick to this date. We will keep you guys posted time ahead so that you can be available for these sessions. So first of all, I would like to give you the costing that you need to bear or keep in mind to whether it is UK, US or Canada. To begin with, if you're going to be looking into studying in USA, the cheapest option that you can look into is 5 lakhs per year as your tuition fee. Apart from that, your living cost, you would have to keep at least another 5 lakhs is what I would say. So USA is about 5 lakhs per year for the course that you would be doing, irrespective of what stream that you're looking for. So this could be the cheapest option. And of next is UK. So again, with between 4.5 to 5 lakhs per year is what is going to cost you as a tuition fee. And then apart from that, you would also again need to have another couple of lakhs for your living cost. I would say another at least 5 lakhs is what you need to keep for your living cost. Of course, in UK, your return on investment is going to be high. Even as a part-timer, you would be able to take care of your expenses. So that way you needn't have to worry about your living cost. And then last, I would like to emphasize on Canada, of course, which is going to cost you anything between 7 lakhs to 8 lakhs per year if you're going to be looking in for a master's or a PG, diploma or a postgraduate certificate program that you would be studying. Now, talking about a timeline, your application timeline, I know we are all in a difficult period. This pandemic is so unpredictable. We're not sure when it is going to end, but there is always an end to it, is what I believe. With vaccine and all other precautions in place, things are going to move ahead. That way, your application process can take anything between 6 months to 8 months, and for some countries, it can even go beyond that. It can even be about a year of process. So we would highly recommend that if you're looking for your future intake, especially Jan 2021. Or May 2021 or June or next year September is what you're looking for. I would highly recommend this would be the right time to start, as I mentioned earlier, it's going to take a lot of time for you guys to process your application because there are a lot of components involved. It is not just getting an offer letter, but you also need to simultaneously make things ready or make your documentation ready for your visa processing as well. So I would highly recommend, if you're going to be looking in for January intake, if there are some student out there looking for Jan 2021 intake, please start your admission process today, so that you can sort of get and you can complete your admission process in like 6 to 8 months. By the time everything opens up, you are ready to fly. The restrictions have been, there are a lot of travel restrictions, of course, but slowly they are lifting, of course, with, as I mentioned earlier, with vaccine in place, with other precautions in place. Soon international students will be able to fly to uh, their respective destination that you're looking for. So along with this, the reason I'm emphasizing so much on the timeline is that student can apply for conditional offer letters or conditional LOA from universities and colleges. So what is a conditional offer letter, or what is a conditional LOA? So letter of acceptance is that I can apply to study in any of the institution in these countries with the existing documents that I have. So for most of us, it could just be the course completion certificate that we have. Probably we have not done our IELTS. So we need to take time for that, right? So you are still preparing, or due to pandemic, you're not wanting to step out and go and give your IELTS. Do not worry about that. You can still apply to colleges and universities with your course completion certificate. And there are some institutions will also consider just with your last final semester mark sheets, with which we can secure a conditional offer letter. What is a conditional offer letter? A conditional offer letter is nothing but you're almost in, your admission is almost through. It's just that there are few documents which you need to submit back for you to completely be accepted by the respective colleges or respective universities in these countries. So what is the benefit of a conditional offer letter, you may ask me? There is a lot of benefit. It will help you, as I said, complete process, the documentation process, which may take 6 or 7 months. You can initiate your loan process. The banks would consider, because the conditional offer letter will also have your fee structure, a cost of living that you need to keep ready or make the arrangements for. You can approach the banks for your education loan with a conditional offer. For countries like Canada, you have to have your living expenses in place, which is 10,000 Canadian dollars, which is also, you can process as part of your education loan, for which your conditional offer will help you, and you can produce this conditional offer to the GIC to create your GIC account. So similarly, this is what typically a student would do. So they get a conditional offer, they will simultaneously process for other documentation, especially for your education loan and other financial aspect of it. And meanwhile, you can also, of course, go ahead and give your IELTS if you're okay stepping out with the precautions. If you're okay to wait, that is totally depends upon you guys. Also, there are alternatives. Institutions are giving admissions based on your Duolingo English test. You can do it online, and which is going to cost you way cheaper than IELTS. But of course, eventually you need to have your IELTS in order to get your visa, or if you want to go for your study visa, you would have to give your IELTS. But just for admission's sake, if you want to try Duolingo, you are most welcome to do that. Of course, Edway Education Consulting would help you guys to do that, to register for your Duolingo test and help you to give your Duolingo test. Now, there are multiple dates would be available, and multiple attempts are offered, so you don't have to worry about waiting for dates to open up. Since it's online, you can give in the test anytime you want, and if I'm not wrong, it's just about $50. It's way cheaper. That is again just for your admissions sake. Did not depend on that for your visa purpose. Of course, for your visa, eventually you would have to give your IELTS academics. So just to keep, just to help you guys out, in order to fasten the process of getting your admissions, people are accepting, or the institutions are accepting your Duolingo test for your admissions. Now moving on to your PG or master's option. Of course, a lot of us wants to do study, when you think about study abroad, you just want to do your master's. So that's a mindset that we have. But you can also do a PG diploma, especially if, let's say, if you have a study gap, or if you're a student who did not do well in your bachelor's, you've had your backlogs and stuff, you could not score well, you just have about 50 or 55 or 60, you could still get into a PG diploma option. Please do not underestimate the PG diploma programs that one would do. It is as good as your master's. It's just the difference is that a PG diploma would give you a hands-on experience. It's a practical way of learning, and a master's is, of course, you have a lot more theory to it. And you can always convert your PG diploma into your master's, or you can keep that as a gateway if you are not directly eligible for master's. So don't give up yet. If you get rejection saying that you're not eligible for applying for a master degree, you can immediately apply for your PG diploma. And when you do a PG diploma, of course, you would equally be eligible for your stay back option once you complete your courses. And once you complete the 2 year or 1 year or whatever duration of the program is, you apply for your stay back option in the country. You live in the country for some time, and once you get your 1 year experience, especially in Canada, you can apply for your PR with that 1 year of work experience. Once you apply for your PR, once you get your PR, you can once again continue your masters at a domestic cost, which is going to cost you way cheaper than what you would otherwise do it from India directly. So PG diplomas are great options, I would say, for students who otherwise don't get to do their masters directly. Of course, it's a win-win situation. Firstly, you get to do sort of dual graduation. You get a dual certification, of course, for your PG diploma, and later on when you move ahead for your masters. And secondly, of course, it is a way cheaper option as opposed to your masters, and you will still be able to do your masters. That will make you eligible to do your masters once you complete your PG diploma and get your stay back option in the respective countries that you're looking for. So these are a few things that I wanted to discuss today. I hope we have a little bit of clarity here. So don't stop yourself, and also just be a little more broad-minded. Don't say, okay, fine, this is what I want to do. So if I don't get through, let's say I want to do masters in IT. So if you don't get through masters in IT, please don't drop it. There are multiple ways wherein you can achieve your goals. As I said, you don't have to really straight away go into masters. There are pathways which you can do, which is going to cost you way cheaper than what you would have otherwise done through your masters. So consider those options is what I would recommend. Do keep us posted on any questions that you have. Even right now, if you have any questions, please drop us on the chat box. We will be able to answer your queries. So yes, we are here to help you guys out. There is always option for everybody. Don't consider that you have not secured a good percentage in your bachelor's. Do not worry about it. If going abroad and getting an experience, an exposure studying in abroad is what is your dream is, please reach out to Edway Education Consulting. They are here to help you out, to make a way for you, to make a payment for you guys in order to reach your goals. Of course, we got to break down your goal to fit in based on your eligibility and what are the colleges are looking for, or what are the universities are looking for, and start your admission process today is what I would say. As I said, it is going to take about 6 to 8 months or even a year of a process once you start your admission, once you start your application. So please start today if you're looking for Jan 2021 intake. There are free of cost applications. Application fee waivers are available, and which is not less. It's about if you say about $100, you're going to be saving anything between 5,000 to 6,000 rupees, Indian rupees. So which is sort of a lot more. So I would say start your application process today. Apply. There are application fee discounts also that we would be giving you guys. Edway would be giving you. So utilize those options, and even if it is little, it's still going to make sense. There are two levels of processing that happen, so we make sure that only if you are eligible, we're going to push it through to the respective institution that you're looking for in order to save your application fee. Otherwise, we're going to be looking into the alternative options across these countries, be it Canada, US, and UK. So I also would like to emphasize that the visa restrictions are slowly being lifted up. So be prepared. The travel restrictions are going to be lifted up soon with things coming together. So be prepared. But before that, of course, that's the second stage is what I would say to apply for your visa and going for, submitting a file for visa. But before that, admission is the main priority. Start today. Do not delay. Of course, the pandemic is real. We are not neglecting the fact that there is a danger out there, but we are not also asking you guys to do it right away. We're going to fly today. No. As I mentioned, once again, I would like to emphasize the time duration that it's going to take from the time you step into the office, from the time you lodge an application to the time you're going to be landing in the respective country or the country of preferences that you're going to be looking into. So it is going to take anything between 6 months to 8 months, and for some country it is beyond that. It could even take about a year. So start your admission process today. You can apply for conditional offers with whatever existing documents that you have. Do not worry about IELTS. You can always get a registration date, and along with that we can help you guys with the admissions. As an alternative for admission purpose, you can also give in your Duolingo English test, which many of the institutions are considering nowadays in these three countries, especially US, UK and Canada. Also, having said that, the Duolingo English test will just be considered for your admissions, not for your visa process. Eventually you would have to give in your IELTS test for your visa processing. But having said that, Duolingo is way cheaper, which will enable you to get admissions quicker. Along with that, you will be able to move ahead with your application processes and even your loan process, even if it is a GIC or living cost process that you need to keep things ready, approach the bank, get the certification done. For all that, the key here is your offer letter. So start the process immediately. First thing is to secure an offer letter, whether it is a conditional offer or an unconditional offer. Please secure an offer letter first, because that is the starting point for you guys, which will motivate to get into the next level that you need to go towards your goal. So conditional offer will also help you to get secure education loans, will help you to create your GIC account if you had to do it for Canada, or if you had to arrange any living cost. Of course, the conditional offer letter will have the fee details, your living cost details and everything. It is almost saying that you are in. It's just that few conditions that a student have to meet. So it is as good as holding an offer letter is what I would recommend. So start today your admission process, apply for your conditional offers. And students who are aspiring, who has had rejections in the sense like you tried applying to study abroad, especially for your master's program, don't stop yet is what we would say. There are still options, there are still multiple opportunities for you guys. You can apply for your PG diplomas, which can later be translated into your masters. Of course, not soon, but we are just helping you with a pathway through which you can achieve your goal. It could be a longer process, but again, it is a cheaper process is what I would say, because doing a PG diploma is as good as holding a master's. You are going to get the same amount of stay back in the respective countries that you're looking for as a study of preference. Especially if you're looking for Canada, you would get the same amount of stay back option as opposed to what you would do in your, as opposed to what you get after doing your masters. So go ahead and apply for your PG diploma. Even for the students who do not have great scores in your bachelor's, due to which you've been receiving a lot of rejection from the universities, do not worry about it. We can definitely help you out Um, you're not compromising anything on the quality of education. We can assure you on that. Whether you go for a PG diploma or a master's degree, the quality of education would be the same. It is just the approach is going to change. A PG diploma is going to be more of a hands-on experience that you're going to be learning. It is more a practical way of learning as opposed to a master's degree. So you're not compromising on anything in terms of your quality of education. You are going to receive the same quality of education that you would get from your master's degree, but it's just that an easy way of getting in. The requirements are way lower. Even with 55 and above or 60%, you would still be able to do your PG diplomas, and eventually that will help you to apply for your stay back option in the country. So again, if it is Canada, you get about 2 years stay back, 3 years stay back, or up till 3 years stay back if you do a 2-year program, and followed by which, if you're going to account for 1 year of work experience, you would be able to apply for your PR, followed by which, once you receive your PR, you can continue to do your masters in a domestic cost, which is way cheaper than what you would otherwise pay from India. Of course, we can talk, when I say cheaper, we can talk in person when you're here at the office, or you can inbox us. We will be able to explain you how it is going to work out for you. So, there are a lot of opportunities, a lot of affordable options available for you guys. So do not miss out. Don't keep the pandemic as a reason. A pandemic also has given us a good opportunity to save time, or to wait patiently from the time you apply to get your offer letters. So keep the pandemic aside. Of course, we are all still going to keep the safety as our priority. And even if you secure an offer letter for an upcoming intake, and if your parents are still not sure of sending you guys, do not worry. You can always apply for a deferral option. Now, what is a deferral? A deferral is you secure an offer letter for a respective institution, and you're going to be saying that you're going to be going into the next intake for the same course, if there is a possible available intake immediately. So instead of going for this intake, you're going to be deferring your admission for the next intake. So they're going to keep your seats open for you for the following intake. So that means you don't have to worry, if I don't go into this intake, that I'm going to lose the admissions. No. So you can always defer your admission and get an offer letter for your next intake. And it is possible, whether you make this tuition fee or not, it is still possible. If you make the tuition fee, well and good. You don't have to worry about meeting the deadlines, because you've already made the payment, which is by default, when you defer an admission, will be going into your next academic year. But if you have not made the payment, but you just have an offer letter, you have an unconditional offer letter, LOA, or letter of acceptance, or whatever it is, when you apply for the deferral, moving an intake, there will be a deadline to make it. It will give you a sufficient time to make your tuition fee deposit. So that is also an advantage, is what I would say. To secure an offer letter, that should be your priority as a student now. If not, I would say start for Jan 2021 intake, and you can always get an offer letter and see how things are around with the pandemic. If it is going to be positive, you can move forward for Jan 2021 intake. If not, you can always defer your admission for the following intake. Also, please remember, we will be doing this live session every week. It would either be on a Friday or a Saturday. In between, if you have any queries, you can always reach us through Facebook, WhatsApp, or our numbers are available online. You can just contact them. They would definitely be able to help you guys out. Or if you want to come down to the office, just take your phone, book an appointment, and then you can come down to office. Of course, your safety is priority, so make sure that we'll try and do this online as much as possible. But if you still insist that you want to come down to the office, you're most welcome. We will make sure all the safety regulations are maintained. Once again, we're going to go live every week, every Friday or Saturday. You will see us on live. And any question, no question is too small. No question is, don't feel hesitated to ask any question. So, or every question is a good question according to me. So please ask. Don't think that you're asking us a silly question. A question is a question. It's never a silly thing. So please go ahead and ask us questions. Meanwhile, for the students who are looking for studying in Canada, would like to also give you a small update on the visa processing. You could start your visa files. You can submit your visa files online, and the Government of Canada, the High Commission, is now following 2 levels of visa approval. That is, first thing is you're going to get a study permit, and followed by which they will process your visa. And again, for study permit, they are doing something like your conditional offer, where they are accepting whatever the documents that you have, especially if you just have your offer letter and you've not done much. Let's say you're just only done halfway through your documentation, you can still apply, and they would process your study permit first, using which you can start your online classes. If you're a student who are keen for September intake, you can start your online classes, and followed by which your visa will be processed. Meanwhile, they will also get back to you if they need any additional documents. So you can see these information online as well on the website, the Canadian High Commission website, and they have also given assurance in terms of your stay back option. If you're a student who have done 50% of your education online, that is from India, you would still be eligible for the same amount of stay back in Canada. So for instance, if you're studying for 1 year, your stay back in Canada is going to be another year. If you're studying for 2 years, your stay back would be up to 3 years. So even 50%, if you're able to complete in India or in your respective countries, and then move forward and go complete your rest of your courses. Of course, 50% you should have completed in Canada in classroom, then you are eligible for complete stay back option. So just keep this in mind. It's a great opportunity. You're going to be saving a lot on your living cost. At least half of it, about $5,000 at least, is what you can be saving, which is almost 75% of your tuition fee. So by saving that, you can make your tuition fees for the upcoming years, at least for a 1 year or a 1 semester, is something huge that you guys can do. So consider these options. There are, again, as I said, with this pandemic, we have a lot of restrictions, but these restrictions have also brought in a lot of opportunities for students like you, aspirants like you. So please utilize those. Do not waste your time. The study gap can cause us a lot of issue for future if you want to, apply for your visas and stuff. So do not allow that to hamper your process. Please start your admission process right away. There are a lot of, again, universities closing their Jan intake application by August. So even if it is for time being, I would say start your admission process. If you're not sure, if you're even 10%, only 10% you're sure of studying abroad because of the pandemic, I would say start your admission process, because by the end of your processing time, you never know what the options are going to be, how things are going to open up. But again, you can, if things are worse, if things are not still safe out there due to pandemic, you can always withdraw. You're not going to lose much. You can always defer your intake. You can always defer your admissions. You can still have a secured admissions for your future intakes. So do not waste your time. Do not say, okay, let me test the waters first for how things are going to go with the pandemic. Is there going to be a vaccine, or if things are going to be all right? Is the number of cases which are increasing every day, let it come down, then I will start? No, I wouldn't recommend that personally. Please start it, because we have a great gift of technology, so we can do everything online. All that you need to do is just send your documents to Edway Education Consulting, and they will start your processes right from doing the application process to everything can be done online. So do not waste your time. This is a golden opportunity, is what I would say, where you get the service or comfort of your homes and still be able to understand what's happening around the world of education, world of study abroad. And we will continue to do these kind of sessions every week, either on Friday or Saturday. Stay tuned and keep asking us questions. Unless you ask us questions, we will not be able to help you out. You might have a lot of questions right now going on your head, but you're not sure of it. It is okay. You can always drop a text to us later on. We have given our numbers on the screen. You can just ping us. You can send us an email, or you can always write down your questions and then get back to us during next live session. So that is pretty much we wanted to discuss today. We will wait for another 5 minutes. If you guys have, if you have any questions, we are open for questions now. Again, guys, please feel free to ask questions. There is nothing too small, or no question is a silly question. So please ask us if you have any doubts, any questions. We will try to answer you in best of our abilities, whatever the information that we have, the knowledge that we have about study abroad. We will definitely be able to help you guys out. So ask us any questions that you have. And apart from whatever we discussed today, the countries that we have discussed today, Canada, US and UK, Edway Education Consulting also deals with other countries, so you can reach out to them and then find out your most desired destination, and they will definitely be able to help you out with the admission process and find out the best courses available in the market for you guys, which is of your interest. Best schools that you can go into, best universities and best cities that you can go into. And the founder themselves are somebody who has been a student, so they really understand the reality. It is not a business for them, so it is something that they do from their heart, trying to translate their experience into yours. So you can trust them in terms of the service that they're going to offer, and whatever the experience that they're going to share, it is going to be something of their own. So we have some questions coming up. I'm just going to take that question. If the colleges provide online classes, and what would be the future? Karthi, can you be a little more specific what exactly you mean, or what is the future in the sense? So Mr. Karthi had a question, if the colleges provide online classes, what's going to be the future? So if you're going to be talking about what is future in terms of your post-study work permit, then it is, it's about the time duration that you're going to be studying in India and in the country that you're going to be going to, especially if it is Canada. As I mentioned before, if you're able to complete 50% of your course in Canada in classroom, that's all they need, and they are willing to provide you the complete stay back. Otherwise, if it is a 1-year program that you study in classroom, it's a 1-year stay back. If you do a 2-year program, it is a 3-year stay back, up to 3-year stay back. So you would be eligible for the same amount of stay back if you are completing at least 50% right from here or from your home country. I hope that answers your question. So we have last 5 minutes, and if you guys have any questions, please post it here. We I'll be more than happy to answer those questions. So we have another question. Okay, from Kate again about the entering into the country after pandemic. Yes, of course, there are going to be restrictions in terms of as and when a student enters the country, the 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 officials are going to give, of course, the High Commission or be it any country for that matter, they are putting things in places as to in terms of that a student would have to quarantine themselves once they reach the country. So it is not going to be a same way as before that you just land in the country, you clear the immigration, and then straight away go into the respective city where your school that you've got yourself into. But you would definitely have to quarantine yourself. Of course, you would be going through the test, and after which is when you'll be allowed to move away from that particular place wherever you have landed. Yes, as I mentioned before, the difference between universities and colleges. First, I would like to bring a little more clarity on the kind of institution that you have, your private and public. So these colleges also have an option of private and public. So I would be mostly talking more about the public institution where you have the stay back option. The differences is colleges, the diploma that you would do is highly practical in nature. It's hands-on experience. So that's the difference. Whereas if you're going to go into your master's degree, the majority of the course that you would be doing is going to be more theoretical way of learning. So that is the difference between a college and a master's degree. And if you're a student who has an inclination towards a practical way of learning, and I would recommend going in for a PG diploma to a college, or even universities do offer PG diploma for that matter. So it is not just master's option that you have in a university. I hope that clears your question. Okay, job markets are, let me be honest, is not that great for now. Of course, we are not looking into whatever we are talking now is for the future prospects. We are not talking about a student who has completed or completing their studies right now in Canada or in their respective countries, but it is going to be for your future once you complete, because you would go in at least for 1 year program, minimum of 1 year program. And we are looking into things after 1 year and hoping that everything will get back to normal once there is a vaccine in place. The economy seems to be picking up. So right now, of course, we're not encouraging you guys about things are going to be okay in terms of job market. But once you complete, by the time you complete, things will be back to normal. It does make a concern, Karthik, age, but if you're let's say up until 35, I would say you still have a good chances, and you can again, it's just that we need to analyze your background. This is something, an admission and a visa is an individual process. Please do not take it as a generalized process. If a person with the age of 35 got through for a so-and-so college or a university, that doesn't mean you would also get through, or a student of the same profile or the same background with the same age will be able to get through. It is a more a personal process. So we need to look into every aspect, starting from, of course, your academic background, your age, your financial status. So all these things will play a huge role in terms of your visa. Of course, the first challenge that we have for students who have a study gap or who has an age gap is going to be getting an offer letter. For that matter, we always recommend students to produce documents which will substantiate your study gap. Let's say you've been working for 5 years, so make sure you have documentation for those 5 years, which will make it easy for you to get admissions in the colleges and the university. So age does matter. Up until 35 is still okay. There are opportunities if you're going, if you're not flying into a popular destination, if you're not going to be flying or approaching or applying for a popular institution, you still have good chances of getting through. And then I would say if you're able to get an offer letter, I think that will open a door for you. So that sort of is a way to go about it. But if you have many rejection in terms of your offer letter, so we tried, let's say we tried all the combinations possible, and we still not able to crack your admission, then it is a no, to be honest. But if you crack an offer letter, if you get an offer letter through to an institution, be it a college or university, then we can go ahead. It's a good sign, I would say. So then again, when it comes to visa process, we can determine whether we're going to be going through a regular visa process where your age criteria falls into, or a general visa process where age is not going to be going to be a major concern. As long as you have the offer letter, as long as you have the study gap information, you have your finances in place and everything, then we should be good to go. And end of the day, the visa is totally on the visa officer's hand. Every student is taking that chance, is what I would say. Whether you have a study gap or whether I'm a student who has just completed my graduation, and within a year I'm applying, and I think both of them have an equal risk of whether being accepted or not being accepted. Okay, so we are almost end of the session, just about another minute. And if you have any question, please do drop it. If not, you can always reach through the social media, or the contact information of Edway Education Consulting has been posted here. You can talk to them, call them, WhatsApp them, email them, whatever is convenient for you guys. Once again, we will meet you on this live session next week, probably during the same time, 12 p.m. It could either be on a Friday or a Saturday. We will keep you guys posted. So stay tuned. Do let your friends know, those who are looking for study abroad for future intakes. Once again, we're not pushing you to apply for anything right away. Whatever information that we are giving, it is for the future intake. Definitely, Karthik. Thank you so much for your timing and the trust that you have on us. And yes, eventually we want to be as transparent as possible. If it's going to be possible, yes. If it's not, we are going to say no to it. End of the day, we don't want to play around, play fool with your life. So we will make sure, Edway Education Consulting will make sure, only if it is 100% sure and things are going to go well, they would take up and proceed further. So you can be sure of that. You can be sure of the service. As I said before, the founders themselves were a student. They've gone to study abroad, and they're bringing back that experience from student to helping a student. So we're going to be looking into that aspect. So you need not worry about any agenda. So there isn't anything. It's just trying to help you guys out. You can say student to student. That's about it. Okay, so with that, we come to the end of today's session, and I really appreciate each one of you who has taken time out to listen to us. There could be a lot of things that you would have heard before. We just wanted to bring this as an experience to you guys, not an information, and try our best to bring the right information to you guys. So keep pushing ahead. I know there are a lot of confusions around, there are a lot of stress around, and you can also send us your questions ahead of a time so that we don't waste time answering them during the session. So where we can keep this as a sharing, more of talking about what the things are going to be, bringing the information to the desk rather than just discussing about the question. So send us the question before, at least a day before. If you have time, just take your phones out, WhatsApp us. That's all we need, so that we can answer you guys right away, and then we can bring back those questions right to this platform, so which can be helpful for other students as well. So thank you so much, guys, once again for tuning in. I hope this was a helping session for you all. Once again, we are coming live from Edway Education Consulting, which is situated in JP Nagar. You can reach out to them through WhatsApp, Facebook, email. You can talk to them if you want to visit them on their office. They're open for you guys except Sundays. There are other days, all other days they're open. So you can just take your phone and call them up and get an appointment. Of course, your safety is going to be the priority. We will make sure all the precautions are maintained for your safety, and we'll try our level best to complete the conversation over the call. But if it is the most important, then you can always come down to the office. So thank you once again. I hope you all are safe. Please stay at home and wash your hands as often as you can. Use your sanitizer. Please do let us be responsible. Even if you're going to be stepping out for a minute, please do wear your mask. I'm not wearing my mask, but I'm carrying mine because I'm in a closed setup, so that's a reason. But please let us all be responsible and help each other by doing these small little things. Well, thank you so much, and we are signing off from Edway Education Consulting. Thank you, guys.